Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2014 ECE paper, and this question is related to electronics. The slope of ID versus VGS curve of an N-channel MOSFET in linear region is 10 power minus 3 per ohm at VDS of 0.1 volt. For the same device, neglecting channel length modulation, slope of square root of ID versus VGS under saturation is approximately. So we know that one, the condition for a transistor, NMOS transistor, to be in saturation and to be in linear region. We know that one condition for linear region. Linear, it is also called as triode region. Triode region is nothing but here it is VGS minus VT should be greater than VDS. So the drain current in this equation in this region is nothing but beta times of VGS minus VT, okay, into VDS minus VDS square by 2. This is what equation. But since VGS minus VT is larger compared to VDS, this term, the first term VGS minus VT into VDS is going to be dominates over VDS square by 2. So it can be approximated as beta times of VGS minus VT into VDS. So from this one, if you take the slope of this curve, slope is nothing but y by x is nothing but ID versus ID by VGS minus VT. This is the slope for ID versus VGS. So what you are going to get is nothing but beta times of VDS. So which was given as 10 power minus 3. Okay, so slope of this one is 10 power minus 3 at VDS of 0.1 volt. So from this one you can calculate beta is equal to 10 power minus 3 divided by VDS, which is nothing but 10 power minus 3 divided by 0.1. So it is 10 power minus 2, which is nothing but 0.01. This is what you will get, beta value. And we know that one transistor NMOS, enhancement mode, NMOS enters into saturation region when VDS is equal to VGS minus VT. So whenever VDS is going to be equal to VGS minus VT, by that time the transistor enters into saturation and it maintains a constant current from that point onwards, even though the VDS is going to be increases. So this is what the VDS minimum you must apply so that the transistor enters into saturation. So substitute this VDS value of VGS minus VT in the linear equation of this is original equation without neglecting the second term. So by that time, okay, ID is equal to, you can write it as ID is equal to beta into VGS minus VT into VGS minus VT minus VGS minus VT whole square by 2. So this is VGS minus VT whole square you will get. From that one you are neglecting the half of that value. So what you will get is another half of VGS minus VT whole square. So that can be written as beta by 2 into VGS minus VT whole square. But here it is, what we are going with is nothing but the slope of square root of ID versus VGS. Take square root on both sides. By that time, this is square root of ID is equal to square root of beta by 2 into VGS minus VT. So slope for this one, slope of this curve is nothing but square root of ID divided by VGS minus VT. So this will be square root of beta by 2. Beta is nothing but, just now we have seen, 0.01 divided by 2, which is nothing but square root of 0.005. So this will be around 0.07 root ampere per volt. This is what the right answer. Slope of square root of ID versus VGS curve is 0.07. Thank you. This you can write over here as 0.07, okay, root of ampere per volt. Thank you.